Well, hello everybody and welcome one more time. I am Robert Morales, your traveling companion, although today we're not traveling anywhere. I have actually received a few comments lately in the YouTube page about asking me what kind of gear I use to record the videos, what kind of cameras, etc. So today I'm going to show you exactly that, with all the stuff that I use to bring you these videos. Beginning with this, my latest acquisition. It's a lavalier mic by Audio-Technica, and having actually used it in any of the videos, I was hoping to be able to use it in Canada, but I couldn't work all the kinks to be able to use it. So I hope it sounds good. This is the first time. It's a debut, like they say. Now, one thing that you've seen before in the Las Vegas video is this Zoom recorder. It's the H1. It's not expensive at all, and it records with very good quality. You can record in WAV or MP3, and you can use it as a microphone. You can actually put a windscreen if you're outdoors, or you can connect any kind of mic to it. And it also comes with stereo mics, of course. Now, for the cameras, the latest thing I have acquired is the GoPro Hero 3 White Edition. And this is a very, very, very nice camera. It's very small. It's very wide angle. Especially, it's an action camera, that, like they call it. It does come with a, I don't have it handy. It comes with a waterproof casing as well. And the most fun or convenient, if you will, part of the camera, it comes with an app that you can use to control the camera or to change the settings. But most importantly, to monitor what you are viewing. If you have the camera like in a weird angle and you cannot get to see what you're filming, this is very, very convenient. And as you can see, it has a couple of seconds of delay, but it looks very good. Now, that camera that we have right there, it's the Nikon D50-100. It's my main camera that I use when I don't have a moving subject, when it's like a landscape shots. This camera is very good for that. The autofocus, it doesn't work as fast as a regular video camera. So that's the one setback that this camera has, but otherwise the quality is excellent. It's 1080p at 30 frames per second. You can make it 24 as well. And the still photography is amazing. The quality that it has, I think it's 12 megapixels or something like that. I fully recommend it. It's like 2 years old already, but it still holds up. What else do I have here that may interest you? The Samsung S10. It's a little camera. It's very convenient if you don't want to have something bulky, but the quality is not the greatest. If you have like sunlight, good, a well-lit scene, it works very well, but in the dark, it's not so good. And sometimes, if you have it on auto mode, the judgment of the camera is not very good. Sometimes a lot of stuff comes out overexposed. So I'm not too crazy about that. This, however, this little Sony, it's a couple of years old. It's a hard drive based camera. This is one of the workhorses right now that I use for everything, especially because it has excellent stabilization. You can virtually be walking with it, and it's not as good as a Steadicam, but if you hold it carefully, and the quality is okay. Also, when it's dark, none of these cameras are very good except the Nikon. The Nikon is excellent. I forgot to tell you, the Nikon in the dark, it's a killer. Okay, coming up next, this is the first HD camera that I bought back in 2006. This is what I used in Europe. There's a couple of videos that I have of Europe, of Spain and France, that this is what I used. And still today, it holds up. The quality is very good. One negative is 1080i instead of 1080p. And it uses tape, and it's very big. So I don't use it as much anymore when I go on trips. Especially because even this one, the workhorse, I can stick it in my back pocket. And it kind of fits, as you can see. I did that when I went to Mexico. I crossed the border with Tijuana, and I didn't want people I didn't want to be with the camera out all the time. So we went through some shady neighborhoods, and that's what I did. I put it in my back pocket and forgot about it. As another note, I have this. This is what I use. This is an oldie too. Not as old as the old realistic from Radio Shack, but this is an oldie. This is what I used in Cuba in 2001 and 2003. and you've seen those videos as well. Okay, other stuff that I use, I have these two little tripods that I use. I have this, this is called the Gorilla Pod, and you can adapt it to, like, attach it to different types of surfaces. It is very convenient. The other very convenient tripod I had is this one. It's an Agfa Photo travel tripod. The great thing about it is that it is very compact and it goes to a decent size. I mean, look at, that's a pretty decent height. It's not the greatest, and it's not the most steady. If you have wind, it's not gonna work as well as you saw in the, you know, where I used it in the sunrise from Daytona Beach. It's a little shaky. Well, I'll make it compact later. We don't want to waste time with that right now. What else? Oh, this. I call it the lipstick. I don't know what brand it is. I bought it from Normal Rack. It's 13 bucks, I think, or 14 bucks. This charges your iPhone or any other USB device, and it holds about 1.5 iPhone charges. Always have it with you, because without the iPhone you don't have a GPS. I mean, when you're using this thing all day long with the GPS and everything, the battery will last you 8 hours at the most. Right now, look, 20%. So, very important to have one of these, an extra battery. There are other brands, they have those that you attach like a case, but those are like $80, $90, $100. This is a very good value for the money. Couple more things as a curiosity that I want to show you, and then we're going to go out to the car so I can show you what I use while I'm on the road driving. Excuse me. First, let me show you this. This is the an underwater enclosure that I use for this camera that I haven't showed you yet. This I bought it in 2007, so it's a little bit old. This is a Canon. It's 8 megapixels. It does shoot video at 480p, but I used it in combination with this for all the videos you saw in Mexico, in the Western Caribbean cruise, all the underwater video I took with this, and a couple of shots I took with this thing that is horrible, and it makes you look like a cyclop, and I'm never gonna use it again. It's actually kind of ridiculous. It's an underwater mask that has a camera on top, but the camera is horrible. And it uses a weird frame rate that when you put it into Final Cut, it speeds it up. But I thought it was funny. I think that's it. That's all I have for you today from here. So let's go out to the car and see what I use on the road. So there are a couple of things that I like to have in the car at all times. I find one of them particularly indispensable, and that's a power inverter. Power is everything. Without power, you don't get to charge your iPhone, you don't run your GPS, and if you're doing a long trip like 8 hours, it's a really good time to spend charging your laptop or your camera, etc., etc. So this is very, very important. The second thing that I use in the car all the time is this little contraption right here. It's actually has a loop connected to a hook in the car, but you don't really need it. You can take it out of here and connect it to any car, and since it's a little heavy and this material down here it kind of causes a friction, and unless you're driving like a maniac, it's not gonna fall down. And it comes with a regular tripod adapter, so you can put the GoPro, or you can put your iPhone with this device called the Glyph. And anyway, that's what I use in the car. Let's go back inside. Well, we're back. Coming up next, we are visiting the great land of Canada. Great country, I'm telling you, I loved it. And we're going to go to Toronto, to Ottawa, to Montreal, and Quebec City. And that's gonna be a lot of fun. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've been using over the years to bring you all these travel videos, beginning with this big thing here. Not really. But this antiquity is actually what I used in 1992 to shoot the video of the Hurricane Andrew. And I posted the video for the 20th anniversary of that disaster that we had here in Miami.